Hello, viewers and fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and I am going to be starting a series here where I'm demonstrating a map that I built. It is the entirety of Wolfenstein 3D, that classic first-person shooter, and I built it in creative. Didn't harvest all this by hand, but everything in it is vanilla Minecraft, and it's I'm happy with it. It took a while to do, and oops, the project was very nerve-wracking at points, but it's done, and here it goes. Basically, it's going to be divided into 10 episodes for one episode for each floor. And here in a moment, there we go, the Wolfenstein logo and word graphic there. I don't know what the term for that is, but the I guess the motivation for doing this was I had played Wolfenstein for many years when I was younger, and it occurred to me everything was squares. Everything was all done in blocks, and it was all one level, and there wasn't anything like ramps or anything like that. It was just one solid actual two-dimensional game that had three-dimensional representation. So technically it's a first-person shooter, but you were stuck looking side to side. There was no up and down. But real quick, here's some basic rules for the adventure map, and I did try to make it available for I guess up to 4 players or so. It can be a little tedious. I tested it with a couple of my friends, but whether you do it single player or multiplayer, here's the gist of it. There are beds throughout the world, so feel free to pick them up or craft them if you want to. There is wool everywhere, like that, and that can help you to reset your spawn. The locked doors are activated by redstone torches. Those are the keys. And the place to put the keys are on green wool blocks at the base of the doors on the ground. You can feel free to dig whatever you want and look for secrets. I included all of the secrets in Wolfenstein behind the walls. Make armor, tools, whatever you want. If you feel like making sculptures, feel free to do so. This isn't a don't dig anything adventure map. Have fun, basically. Play on at least easy difficulty, and I better go ahead and change that. Put that on normal. Oops, that could have been disastrous. Don't use any mods. That kind of takes away from the intent of the game. If you have a map mod or anything like that shows you everything on the level you're on, that's kind of cheesy. You may not dig the obsidian, and between every floor and inside every wall is obsidian, just in case of creeper explosions or whatever. If you want to sleep to reset your spawn somewhere midway through a level, feel free to do so, but it's not really necessary. With the advent of the, I think it's the command block, I was able to make it so the spawn resets whenever you hit the button between floors. At the end of level 10, there is a boss that is a wither. It needs to have the final head put on. That'll be in front of it, and you have a few moments after you place the head to go hide in a corner somewhere, or you can just stay there and go toe-to-toe with it. Not recommended. And any torches that you find along the way, go ahead and take those so you can light the way. Um, the game will get more and more difficult as you go because the more torches you place, the fewer dark spots there are for mobs to spawn. So by the time you get to a few levels in, mobs are going to be spawning a lot more readily than they were before. Um, in the elevator rooms between the floors, there's a furnace and a crafting table, as well as an ender chest. Cook any iron or food that you may want to cook along the way, and wait for that to get done cooking before you go on to the next level. Otherwise, it's stuck up there and you can't get back to it. Anything you put in the ender chest will be available in every elevator room and at the end of the game, so you can look at that. But without any further ado, here we go. Starts you off on floor 1, lots of light. I tried to make all these spawn points, these light green wool blocks here, as player friendly as possible so you don't have to worry about mobs everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and take these torches along the wall. I guess it'd help if I lit this up beforehand. I am going to be digging for all the secrets, assuming I can remember all of them. I should be able to. The secrets are behind walls, and there will be a gap in the obsidian barrier, so you can actually find them, and you'll see one soon enough. But this is on normal, so there's probably mobs already spawning everywhere. And I'm going to go ahead and get going with this. I do plan on making several more series akin to this. It's going to be probably not every day or even every other day that I release an episode, but I will try to keep on top of things. I have decided to do this because I have a hard time completing tasks, and that, coupled with the fact that I am absolutely terrified of talking to people, I have decided to do this project here to sort of get the ball rolling. I believe I mentioned I am going to be making the additional... Whoa! Hold on. Oh boy. The additional levels for Wolfenstein. Oh boy. Come on, heal up. It's a lengthy process. Oh, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Ah, yes. Well, you can die. Wow. That was kind of intense. Whew. Right at the beginning, I almost died. Outstanding. Now, I do know that YouTube darkens videos. I'm going to see what I can do to defer some of that. By nature, this is a very dark map, and it's probably not going to be the most optimum setup for YouTube, but the tools that I have at my disposal right now kind of limit what I can do. I'm using Fraps for recording this, and that's pretty much it. I've I got a video converter to take the massive file down to a more manageable one for the purposes of uploading. But other than that, I'm pretty much just using fraps. So let's kill these guys here so I can get through the door. Ow! The experience does help out, by the way, from killing the mobs and cooking the ores, because I have hidden in several of the rooms along the way, the secret rooms, enchanting tables, so you can enchant any gear you make or find. Let's see here. I'll put the bow there. Don't really need the bones or the spider eye. Keep the painting just because. I'll grab these torches too. Let's see here. Where was I am going to have to figure out some things to talk about, otherwise these videos are probably going to get pretty dull without any sort of conversation. Although if it's mobs attacking me from every which way, it might not be as dull as I expect it to be. There is plenty of food everywhere, so feel free to sprint. Now, in the place of treasures, I have put ore blocks to mine. And this is why I have the ovens and the elevators. Feel free to craft things out of the ores, or just store them up in the ender chest to have like a sort of score. Good, it's safe. I will try to make it as bright as possible so you can see the map. And also, I tried to make it as close as possible to the original Wolfenstein map with what blocks are available in Minecraft. The flags and some of the more detailed things I kind of had to get creative with, but like the potted plants, there you go, lamps, table. I didn't include any chairs just because I guess I was lazy or something, but I suppose I could have used stair blocks or something. Let's get some light here. Yes. Another secret room. And there should be plenty of torches to spam whatever you want with these. So put them anywhere and everywhere. Light the way. You should be good on the amount that I've provided. I give an extra stack at the beginning of every level. And there's going to be also plenty of arrows, so feel free to shoot your bow at everything. Let's see here. Trying to fill in the dead air here. I guess I shouldn't mention the dead air. Yeah, I basically got introduced to Wolfenstein during a family reunion. I was visiting my grandparents, and why is there a button here? Oh well. I hardly knew anyone that was there, but since it was at my grandparents' house, I was able to just hide in my grandpa's office, and he had, oh no! He had Wolfenstein installed on the computer. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I have a bow. I'm backing into a corner. somewhat nerve-wracking. Okay. Where was I? So I was playing Wolfenstein pretty much the entire family vacation, and it was the demo, so I was able to get a copy of it. Oh no! Well, that wasn't too bad. Obsidian. So I took a copy of it home with me and played it for several years pretty much on end. I'd play it before I went into school, play it after school, just all the time. So I have a special fond place for it in my heart, as it were. And that's another part of the reason why I decided to make it, is because it's been one of my favorite games pretty much my entire life. Oh no, there's creepers in here too. Die. Weren't there 2 creepers? I guess I'll find out. Yep, there were. Come here. Is that all of them? Oi! Eat some cake. I'm just going to ignore the Enderman. Whew. Basically, the format of these episodes is going to be 1 episode per floor, and the floors take a different amount of time. It might be up to half an hour for some of the episodes. And we're just about done with this one. Now this is the elevator for the first floor, and this is how they're all going to be set up. Crafting table, furnace with coal in it, button to go on to the next level, and an ender chest to put your loot in. However, for this particular floor, there are a couple more things to do. And I may have missed some of the ores and whatnot. But here's the first enchanting secret. I'm sorry, my thoughts are everywhere right now. I'm trying to figure out what I want to talk about and what I want to do. And all the most of the chests near the enchantment tables have diamond armor and some other good gear in it, so it's even on multiplayer, it won't be too long before you can get everyone geared up. Go ahead and take these torches too. But basically, this is how I'm going to be doing all the episodes. Go ahead and get the iron cooking. I'll probably cut at the end of each floor after I start the cooking process, so you don't have to watch and wait for me to do that all on video. I am going to go ahead and enchant. I guess I'll enchant this. That works. Bane of Arthropods, that'll work. But I guess I'll go ahead and wrap up this episode here. Thanks for watching. I will try to put up, at least for this this series, put up 1 episode every day, or at least every other day, so that it just gets done, so I can mark that down on my things got done list. Eat some more cake. It's going to probably be a while before I get the next set of floors built. This project took me a good couple of months, and after a few revisions, I'm pretty comfortable with it being done. That's another part of the reason why I haven't put up the videos for this. The map has been out for a while. It's just I've been tweaking it, and I'm pretty comfortable with this as a final release for it. But the next video, I will watch this one after I put it up on YouTube and see if there's anything I need to take care of, like lighting or sound or something like that. This is basically just my test video. If you have any suggestions for me, feel free to put them in the comments. Also, if you like this video and want to see more of it, more of what I'm putting out, feel free to click the like. And I do have a lot more stuff planned for the future, so go ahead and subscribe. I'm pretty sure you'll like what I've got coming. I do have some plans for using the Feed the Beast pack, possibly some Tekkit. I have an interesting idea around the Mistcraft mod to turn into a series, so that'll be fun, and some other games in the future. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode off here, and I guess I will talk to you next time.